Welcome to Review Diesel, guys. We're doing our Ford Powerstroke economy package, and this is going to apply to the 94 to 03 7.3 Powerstroke. Obviously, the 94 to 97 is going to have different part numbers, but the overall upgrades are the same. Stage 1's kind of boring and a little bit wimpy compared to like our Duramax and Cummins packages. Mainly because the E4OD is not the greatest transmission in the world, so we can only get away with so much. Typically, where I try to start most 7.3 owners, and definitely OBS 7.3 owners, is tuner intake and exhaust, and that's about all you're going to get out of it. You try to do more than that, and the transmission is going to leave the chat. So, manual transmission trucks, I've seen stock clutches take a little bit more abuse, but still not a great idea to throw more power at it than what it can handle. So tuner, best tuner on the market, hands down, Hydrochip tuner. The reason the Hydrochip's so great and nobody else can really even claim to compete with it is because it's shift on the fly. You can flash it yourself at home. You have full access to the Power Hungry Performance library from the second you purchase the device. You have access to every tune that they've ever written. So it's also capable of holding 15 different power levels, technically 17, but one of those is always going to be stock. I have a Hydrochip tuner on my 97. I think I only have 7. There really wasn't a whole lot on there that I wanted or needed. I did the valet mode. I did the whisper mode for the drive-through, which is super handy. Pull up to McDonald's, you're ordering food, they tell you to shut your truck off, you just dial the Hydrochip down to your whisper mode and you can actually hear them and they can hear you. So that's a really cool function. Valet mode basically kills power. It makes it like 35 horsepower, so if somebody gets in your truck to pull it around, you don't have to worry about them hot rodding. If you let a buddy borrow your truck and you're worried that they're going to hot rod the crap out of it, you just put it on valet mode. It's kind of funny. The other one is anti-theft mode, kills the throttle. Truck will start, truck will run, but it's never going to go anywhere. And there's some pretty cool Hydrochip mounts. Maybe I'll add that into the package deal for you. You can hide it, tuck it away in the cup holder, slide out cup holders where the ashtray is. I've got one from CP Addict. It's goes right where the wait to start light would normally be. Tons of cool mounts out there. The Hydrochip's very versatile. So once you get your Hydrochip, if for you OBS guys, you've got 40, 60, 80 horsepower. The Super Duty guys get over 100 horsepower, which is nice. Being non-intercooled, it's just not recommended to go push it harder than that with OBS. So Stage 2 power package, we'll dive into a little bit more cool stuff, custom tunes and things of that nature. But as far as stock 7.3, if you've finally gotten to the point where you're tired of it being sluggish and slow and you want better drivability, better fuel economy, do a Hydrochip tuner, S&B cold air intake. They just redesigned this lid, so it's a snap-in style lid now instead of the old bolts that everybody would over tighten and crack the lid. So check out the new OBS design. I've got that included in our package deal. And then I actually did throw an exhaust in for you guys. If you watch my Cummins economy packages and my Duramax economy packages, I'm pretty adamant about not messing with the exhaust because you can make tons of power with factory exhaust on those platforms. The OBS has an extremely restrictive downpipe. So I included an MBRP 4-inch exhaust. It's actually the exhaust you can see behind me here. That is the exhaust I ordered for my 97. And they've got this really nice high flow downpipe. So the factory one, when you get it out of there, you're going to see it's almost smashed completely flat. This does require massaging the firewall. I have found the best trick to do that is take a 2x4 and slide it up behind the engine and then get a hold of it with a big cheater bar or something and turn that thing, and it will clearance the firewall perfectly for this to fit. That's a trick I learned many years ago working in the shop as a technician, and tried 100 different ways to get those downpipes in, and that's the best way I ever found. So cool trick for you guys that are installing this stuff yourself. That wraps it up for the economy package. I wish it was more exciting. I wish there was more we could do, but until you build that E4OD, you're just not going past chip mod or cold air intake and a tuner and exhaust. So Super Duty guys, you can get a little bit more power out of yours just because you do have a factory intercooler. There does come a point where that thing needs to be upgraded as well, and we'll cover that in our bigger power packages as we go down the road. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you liked the video. If you have any questions about the parts that I've recommended, or you got questions, or you've already done these parts and maybe you're having issues with them, hit us up in the comments below. I know this downpipe can be super frustrating, so a lot of guys will just not even install it and they'll just attach from the factory downpipe back. You're really not getting the benefit that you're shooting for out of this exhaust system if you're keeping the factory downpipe. So try that trick with a 2x4. Hope it helps you. As far as the S&B cold air intake, super easy, no-brainer install. I threw mine in the driveway with like 3 tools, and very, very easy. And we actually did a Hydrochip install video on my 97, so you can look back on the channel, and if you got questions or concerns about installing the Hydrochip yourself, watch our how-to video. I think it took us like 6 hours with trying to videotape it and redoing things and missing steps, but in reality, at the end of the day, it's about a half-hour install if you're not trying to make a YouTube video. So hit us up in the comments. Let us know how we can help. If you got other video recommendations or other parts that you want reviewed, please let us know in the comments as well. We'll get those knocked out for you. And like and subscribe and click on the little bell, and we'll see you in the next video.